Alright team, you know the drill. Another Thursday at 4 PM, another Odyssey. What have we got? Ooh, another one by Ninja Kiwi. Interesting. I do like the ones made by Ninja Kiwi, but I do also like when they take sort of player submissions. What have we got? Ooh. Okay, this could get ugly if we don't have a lot of military monkeys, but it seems like we will. Strapped for resources. Our military monkeys are in danger. Make use of the resources you have to win this fight. Okay, 50 lives, but it's not extreme mode. Yes, not extreme mode. That's my favorite part so far. Now, is there anything weird about this? Is there anything I should be on the lookout for? Alternate balloons around 1 to 60, 550 start. It's been a while since I've seen the Monkey Meadow icon in Odysseys. This looks unfamiliar. Huh. Weird. Anyway. And then we've got end of the road, medium half cash 1 to 60. Ooh, that's gonna suck. 400 to start. Yikes, we're gonna lose some lives there. Firing range, hard, military only. Cool, 1 to 70. That should be chill. Hard, impoppable, 1 to 70, 650 to start. Downstream, that's very chill. And X Factor, hard standard, 1 to 80, 1,200 to start. That's very generous. And selling is disabled. That's fine. I don't plan on selling on that map anyway. Whatever. Screw you. I don't know why I took that personally. But alright, let's see what we've got. We've got all the military monkeys to be expected. Ooh, something in the magic category has been nerfed. I wonder what it is. Right, who's our hero first of all? Definitely not Admiral Brickle. Churchill's expensive, and I love Striker Jones, so that works out for the best. Right. It seems all military monkeys are available, and all support monkeys are available at a level 4 only. Interesting. We're allowed a max of 12 towers total. I personally think snipers, planes, helis could probably solo most maps. How much water is there? None, a little bit. In the grand scheme of things, a little bit, none. Okay. Because honestly, if you've tried to make a sub defense on downstream, goddamn, it does not work out well. There is not as much water as you think there is. Those stupid lily pads actually take up space. God damn. Anyway, so yeah, I think for the most part, infinite range, in theory, is going to be very useful to us. I'm surprised they didn't at least give us bomb shooters, considering they gave us Striker Jones. But you know what? That's fine. I'm not complaining, I swear. Maybe I'll take some banana farms. Oh, never mind. Maybe I'll take a banana farm. Cool. And then, what else? What else would be nice? Any of these maps particularly painful without a spike factory? Not really. Although alternate balloons round. What's my start if I have alternate balloons round on? Probably sniper, considering we don't have much early game in general. So I might grab another sniper if I'm honest. And actually, now that I think about it, boats are very strong early game. So I think I might grab those just on the maps where there is water. Maybe an NG? Oh, cool. They only allow me one. That's actually useful. And then none of these guys have a particular weakness for anything directly. Obviously, depending on your cross-pathing. So I think I'll just go for a spectre. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't see a way this sort of backfires just yet, so let's jump into it. Fuck it. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We'll find some way to get through this, surely. Right. Alternate balloons round 1 to 60. Not the worst thing in the world. Typically it goes to 80. But this is why I brought an engineer monkey along. Or is it? Oh, actually, alternate balloons round in general is fucked without monkey knowledge. Just having that little bit of extra cash to start off is very nice in alternate balloons round, but this is fine. This is fine, because we're starting at round 1. ABR typically doesn't start at round 1. So maybe it'll be kind. I think I'm going to start with the NG just to get really good sort of early game popping. Then I'll lean into the sniper so I can get really easy both lead and camo detection. Because, let's face it, it's literally 2 upgrades and they're right here and they're both fairly cheap. We need camo detection first. because lead's only a problem at round 10, I believe. But yeah, I don't think single sniper could have handled all this, which is why I didn't place it immediately first. Ah, see, just in time. Perfectly in time to deal with these camo reds. Not that they're a big threat, but still. Very necessary, very necessary. Alright. And then once we get full metal jacket, I'll be happy with this, and then I can go back to working on my NG. Because I really think NG is going to be better for popping power. Cool. Right. Yes, very good, very good. Nice. Maybe we could play Striker Jones at some point soon. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, Striker Jones is great, but considering I haven't picked any mortars and bomb shooters weren't even a choice, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the greatest idea now, but compared to $2,000 and Admiral Brickle, it seemed like a no-brainer to go for Striker, honestly. Okay, so we lost a couple of lives. That's fine, that's fine. We're allowed to lose 9 lives per map. It's a rule. Well, technically we can lose like 9.9 lives per map and we'll be good, but I don't want to take that risk if I can help it. Shrapnel shot's actually pretty dope amount of damage. Of course they start spreading the balloons out far enough to just not get hit by the shrapnel when I say that. Cool, cool. That's fine. No, I'm not hurt. Not on a personal level, at least. Pin, larger service area, and double guns. I think will be an amazing source of damage. At least for regular balloons, which is fine, because that's all we're facing at the moment. Round 40 with a fortified Moab should be fine, because we'll have Striker Jones by then with his level 3 ability, easily. And we'll also have another sniper monkey that's on rapid fire patrol. So, are we good here? Oh yeah, Shrapnel's cleaning it up. So let's put you down here, big boy. Oh, this is once again another reason to choose Striker Jones. If you've got the trophy store trophies, please invest in this adorable puppy. He's the best and I love him. Alright. Then again, I am a dog person, so it makes sense. Right. I honestly don't know how people can't be dog people. Like, I can completely support and understand if you've had a shitty history with dogs. Like if you've been bitten by a dog, or you know, you've been chased by a dog. You know, I can completely understand and be like, fair enough, that's fucked up of that dog to do that. And I can respect your decision to sort of, you know, blanketly avoid dogs in general and not be a dog person. That makes sense. But honestly, I'd say like 90% of domesticated doggos in the world are absolutely amazing, adorable, and fluffy. It's the best. Anyway, this is coming from someone that's had dogs in the family for quite a while. Weirdly enough, though, I don't think my dad likes dogs. Well, I definitely know he doesn't like dogs, but he puts up with the ones here because we love them. But yeah, I don't know why my dad doesn't like dogs. But I think his dad had a dog, but was kind of had the mindset of like, oh, what is it? Anyway, either way, yeah, I think my mum definitely likes dogs more than my dad, but I personally love dogs. Dogs are great. Dogs are pretty amazing. When they say dogs are man's best friend, I can understand that to an extent, but I think they're everybody's best friend. Just in general. Like, I've only really had a bad experience with two dogs. One of which we owned at the time. It was a stray. We found it and then called the number on its collar. This is actually a hilarious story. We found it, called the number on its collar, the owners came to pick it up, and they were just like, thank you so much, oh my god, you're so kind, thank you. And then they brought us some chocolates like the day after to thank us, even more sort of thing. And then, I don't know if it was a day later, or a you know, a good chunk of time in between or something, maybe like a week or something, and they came back and they were like, hey, do you want the dog? We were like, oh, shit. Yeah, alright. And so, that dog at the time was, I think his name was Selby, and it was an adorable dog, but I was sadly part of the reason why we gave that dog away. Because as a kid, I was not entirely the smartest spoon in the cupboard. So I really wanted to pet the dog at like every given moment of the day, including when it was eating, and it kind of snapped at me. I don't think it like drew blood or anything, but it definitely bit me. And then my mum was just like, nope, fuck that, fuck that. If that's what this dog's gonna do, then we're not gonna have it. And I was very upset at the time, because it was a lovely dog. And I don't think he got put down, I think he just got, like, given to a new home sort of thing, but yeah, I miss that doggo. He was a cutie. He was deceptively fluffy. And what I mean by that is, like, you'd think to yourself, oh yeah, having this fence will absolutely stop him from doing anything crazy. And then, you know, turns out his fluff was half his size, so he could just go straight through the fence because we didn't actually account for how skinny he was. But yeah. And my parents have had dogs for quite a while, actually. I think we've had Labradors quite a lot in the family. Like, for the longest time, if we had a Labrador, well, we'd always have two, just so they always had a friend. And essentially, for some reason, I don't know where this naming convention came from, but for some reason, we always named the dogs. The male one was always named Clint. Was always a sort of golden Labrador sort of thing, and then the female one was always called Lucy, which even to this day, my current dog is called Lucy, just because I was put on the spot to name the dog, and I was just like, meh, why change what already works well? So I stuck with Lucy. My sister, however, when we got the golden, well, not golden, kind of golden lab, when we got the golden lab, and she was immediately asked, like, hey, what do you want to name it? She said Daxter, and if you've seen, I think there's one video on my channel about him, about his passing, actually, so sadly, he is no longer with us. It's been over a year now, I think, since I posted that, but that video really helped me sort of clear my head, so it was good. But yeah, so just out of nowhere, it was no longer Clint and Lucy, which had been running through at least 2 generations of dogs, at least. I don't know if they've had dogs before that, but yeah, then it was all of a sudden Daxter and Lucy, and somehow that worked really well. Like, I don't know, it just fit, and I loved it. But yeah, I've absolutely loved dogs. Like, Lucy right now is, I wouldn't say needy. I would say needy. Lucy is quite needy, but in a good way. Like, she is a very quiet dog, but she can be loud if she needs to be. Like, if she wants to get outside and for some reason the door's closed, she will bark, which is always a good thing. You know, I'd much rather her bark and yell to be let out rather than her be quiet and piss all over the carpet, right? I think we all prefer that. But, she's very needy in the fact that, I guess Daxter also sort of did this, but, like, if you're sat down on the floor and Lucy comes up to you, oh god, it's half cash, then you can almost guarantee that she's gonna ram her face into you, not even, like, worrying about what her face is doing. She's gonna ram her face into you, then sit down, then ram it further, so that you're basically patting her with your body before you even get a chance to react to her pushing you. And it is pretty adorable, I'm not gonna lie. It's very adorable. You can't not pat her at that point. You've been chosen. You can't escape. But yeah, she's adorable. And Daxter did a similar thing, except he'd headbutt you. Like, it sounds like Lucy would headbutt, but no, she doesn't. She just kind of gently pushes her head into you. Daxter would ram his head into you. And that was all a part of his lovely charm, I think. Are we good here? Blue balloon's a bit of a pain. Ooh, not too bad, not too bad. Good on you, Engie. Right, but yeah, Daxter would 100% ram his head into you. And if he had a toy in his mouth, run. You absolutely need to run. Because if he had a toy in his mouth and he thought you wanted to play with him, he'd do this horrible, horrible thing. Now, he didn't do it intentionally. I think he was really just trying to convince someone to play a game with him of like tug of war or something like that. Because he'd have the toy in his mouth and then he'd like ram his face into your leg and then he'd start biting at the toy. But, you know, if it's a floppy carcass of a toy or it's not a ball, or if the ball's too squishy and he can just chomp down on that ball really easily, then his teeth would also chomp down a little bit on your flesh. And so out of nowhere he'd come up and be just like, I want to play with this ball. And then all of a sudden he'd start nipping into your skin and you'd be like, ah, fuck, no, play from a distance. And then of course, as dogs do, you try and, you know, back away, and then the dog thinks, oh, we are playing, I gotta chase him down. And then it just escalates. But goddamn, he was a great pup. He was a great pup. And I'm not saying he was a puppy when he passed. No. I just call every doggos, pups, puppos, whatever, because they're all adorable to me. And it feels like it fits quite well. Right, let's do this. I'm not scared of half cash. I am, however, scared of half cash. Yes. Try and figure that one out. No, but I am slightly scared of half cash, but I'm more scared of ABR without monkey knowledge. You know? ABR without monkey knowledge is pain. Half cash without monkey knowledge is doable. But I'm really glad I brought the NG along, if I'm honest. Because sometimes I feel like if you had told me to do this Odyssey a few years ago, I would have just picked military towers. I would have been like, half cash and ABR, easy, pathetic, losers, haha, I'll just bring only military towers and we'll be fine. But no, we would not have been fine. Definitely not. Right, I think I'll get double guns. I'll get double guns, I'll get night vision, and then I'll place Striker Jones, and then we'll take it from there. Because pin is fucking amazing, and with double guns, essentially doubling your DPS, you can hold quite a lot of shit in place. Right. So let's get Striker on the field. So we've got lead popping power, we've got camo detection, we've got regular popping power. We've got boats, actually. I probably should have placed one by now, but we haven't lost any lives, so there's not really a reason to. Just yet. Maybe in a bit, but let's place Striker right here. Sort of in the center. I like it. Put him next to the pin to help with reducing the bloodshed that the pin has to handle on its own. We'll get shrapnel shot, and then maybe we'll look into some sort of money-making scheme. So Striker's got the leads covered. Perfect. Okay. This is going very well. I don't know how else to put it. It's just working out really well. I like it. I kind of want this guy to be a fast-firing one, so I might put down another sniper to deal with leads. Just on an early game basis, rather than waiting on Striker to remove them. But at the same time, we need some good mob damage, because we are making literally half the cash that we normally would. So I think I'll go for Heli next. Ooh. How's our camo detection, actually? The worst thing we have to face camo detection-wise before round 40 is, like, camo whites, I believe. I believe there's, like, a handful of them, maybe 6, 7. Shrapnel shot, in theory, can deal with that. Right. Put you up here. Slap you down there for a little while, because half cash means it'll take a good chunk of time to afford the upgrades that I want. Okay, so far so good. But yeah, we've never actually, well, I mean, as much as I say my dad hates cats, no, hates dogs, he despises cats. Like, I don't know what cats have ever done to him, but he's just grown up with the mindset. I think it was probably his dad and mum's fault, really. But he's grown up with the mindset of cats are a menace, they're a plague, they fucking suck. So it's probably best if we keep cats out of our lives as much as possible. But I think cats are adorable too, don't get me wrong. I'm not fully on the side of, well, I am. I am 100% more of a dog person than a cat person, that's for sure. But it doesn't mean I don't appreciate and love me some cats as well. One of my very first jobs that I ever had was working at a vet. Thanks to my my sister who was a vet. Interesting. But yeah, one of my very first jobs was working at that vet because she helped me sort of get it. So that was awfully kind, but the vet handled a lot of cats and not that many dogs. So quite often I was looking after a lot of cats. Are we good? Oh, with the stun we are good. Nice. Right, I want razor rotors. If we'd had razor rotors before that, that would have been a much cleaner Moab kill. Cool, okay. Now we'll focus on making money. But yeah, so I love myself some cats, love myself some dogs, but I am partial, or impartial? Partial? I don't actually know what those words mean, in all honesty. Partial? Impartial? I am impartial. I think if something is impartial, it is unbiased. So I am very much partial towards dogs, if that's the correct use of that word. I think it would be. But yeah, I'm definitely more biased towards loving doggos than I am cats, but it doesn't mean I don't love cats. Cats are great. Love me a good cat. Alright, excuse me just 1 second. Sorry about that. Just had to answer a question about dinner. We're getting some fish and chips, I think. Ooh, okay, that's a little tough to pop. Can we get this anytime soon to help out with that? Very nice. Should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Admittedly, I did want to get a banana farm at some point, and I very well could have gotten one then, but it's fine, it's fine. It's probably better to just work up our defense for the moment, because let's face it, if we place a banana farm now, it will not make us extra money before the end of the game. Unless we sell it. But even then, it sells for half cash as well, so we may as well just ignore the banana farm part of things, in all honesty, because I don't think it'll be worth it at this point. I do, however, want something that can pop camo leads, and so I will purchase this. Put it on strong, maybe? Actually, no. Put it on first. Keep it on first. First's fine. First is fine. Actually, if we want raw DPS, just get one of this. Get one of this. Oh, get one of these. One of these bad boys. 320. That is some proper damage right there. And we're not exactly under threat from too many camo problems, at least as far as I'm aware. We should be fine for the most part. Heli can see it, these two can see it. These three don't need to see it, they're just here for the damage. Very nice, and very nice. Okay, 2 in a row, not that bad. We can manage, we can manage. But yeah, I think a destroyer will put the icing on this cake perfectly. And we didn't even need to use our banana farm. I just grabbed the banana farm just in case, because there have been times when I've started an Odyssey without a banana farm, and god damn, I went through hell. And if I just brought one along, just one would have done. Would have helped out a shitload. Right, so let's get... Probably want to stun that guy at some point. No, didn't want to stun that guy, but you know what? It's fine. It worked out for the best. Worked out for the best. No complaints here. Bouncing bullets. Probably. Yeah. I'd say that would wind down our little adventure nicely. A little bit of bouncing bullets, maybe by deconstruction. Just a teensy bit of extra mob damage. Wow, that's not even a teensy bit. That's quite a lot. Not gonna lie. Huh. Didn't realize deconstruction actually made that big of a difference. I feel like there's been so many situations where I've just bought deconstruction to change the damage done to a Moab to try and beat the round, and it's not really worked out for the best. Maybe it's been upgraded at some point and I just haven't realized. But either way, I think we've smashed this. Only losing 9 lives, admittedly. We did lose 9 lives, but it was to ABR. And I'm okay with losing lives to ABR. It's certainly one of the harder game modes if you don't have any knowledge. So, are we good here? We should be. Admittedly, this second ability is absolutely useless now, isn't it? Because it only works on mortars and bomb shooters, right? Huh, didn't even need the ability. Cool! And look at the amazing rewards we get, 25 cash. That's only if you've beat the game mode on that map before. You'll probably get a bit more if you haven't. Alright, that was quick. That was quick. Strapped for resources, part 1. Completed part 2, as usual, coming out tomorrow. And yeah, you'll see me take on these last 3 maps. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and have a great week, everybody.